지금 잠깐 컴퓨터 잠깐 위치 좀 옮긴다고. 안녕하세요. 잠깐 대공사 중입니다. 갑자기 좀 그지 같은 게 보여가지고. 오씨, 이거 뭔지 너무 끔찍한데? 선 사이에 막 그런 거더 어떡함? 와. 눈이 안 보이면 상관없는데 손도 안 닿고, 이게 손도 닿고 눈에 보여가지고 그냥 넘어갈 수가 없네. 어. 들어. 침을 하는 이유가 있다니까. 먼지를 다 죽여버리는 방법이 뭐가 있을까요? 아니, 먼지 어떡하냐.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
아, 됐다. 아씨. 민스 사범 한잔 한잔해. 아 컴퓨터 컴퓨터 세팅한다고 별짓 다 했네. 옆에 별 쪄 있는 건 뭐지? 좀 특수 스캔 아니 특수 기체인가? 이슬 3마리 4마리 2마리. 그만. 이렇게 밥 따먹고선 쓰다듬어 주는 거 기다리고 있는 거. 넌 쓰다듬어 주잖아. 절로 가. 어? 밥 안 먹어야 돼. 어? 한번 뜯었었나 보네? 그렇지? 아니, 그거였구나. 아니, 내 인벤에 뭐, 넣어놨지? 아, 다시 잡아야 되나, 혹시? 그러네?
Professor Howard will never believe this.
살짝. 먹으면 안 돼. 어? 단식시키고, 얼마? 새끼? 새끼 이쁘고 싶다. 끝은 없네. 얼룩이 들어와. 잡송. 잡송한데 잡송.
Settle yourself. I mean, you know
유니콘
how.
뿔은 계속 얼도 유니콘 뿔 졸라 없어. 자, 퀘스트 하러. 아, 진짜 어제 퀘스트 좀 하려 했는데 할 거 너무 많아가지고 퀘스트 거의 못했네. 형님 하이. 먼지와의 전쟁을 하고 왔습니다. 먼지와의 전쟁. 네, 거의 내가 패배한 것 같아. 이길 수가 없네. 지금 없는 게 없어, 먼지가. 아,
Oh, never seen so much tea. You'd think we cleared out every last little from Stevie.
Oh, yeah. What about?
아,
Oh, yes. And what was he saying? About
음,
that's so.
별로. 아래 입어서
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
씨. 나 순간 에이씨, 이게 팀진 줄 알았네. 삐뚤이 시다.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would... I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Easy peasy.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
오케이.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
에이, 걸어가주지.
Oh, and one
여기
more
어디?
thing.
아니, 나 맵을 눌렀는데 왜 맵이 안 나오고.
Agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm
Hold on.
ready when you are. There she is,
Ooh.
above us. She did make it home safely.
무서워.
Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
오.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
되는 거 아니야?
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us
그걸 못
yet.
봤다고?
Let's hope.
다음, 다음.
I wonder how many they brought together.
Rebellion.
At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
야, 못 참지.
Revelio. Reparo.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's
오.
From a distance.
게임
Revelio.
재밌어요. 할 것도 많고, 뭐, 마법 싸우는 것도 괜찮게 구현돼, 뭐, 재밌는데?
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably
아,
look exactly like
할
she
게
did.
많다는 게 그것도 포함이긴 해. 교수들이 과제를 좀 많이 내주긴 해.
How lucky for us.
저도 지금 그것 때문에 메인 캐를 거의 못 밀었어요, 지금. 이것저것 할 게 많아가지고. 과제 아니어도 할 게 많아서,
What's your stat?
근데 저는 이런 거 좋음. 뭔가 메인 캐 깨면은 금방 또 질리는 게임보다는 차라리 이렇게 또 챌린지, 챌린지 지금 거의 100% 약간 목표로 막 도전하고 있긴 한데, 약간 소소한 재미가 있는데? 이렇게 하나하나씩 하는 것도?
Revelio.
그 맵도 넓어가지고,
Or just rare.
지금 여기까지 했는데 저 이제 반도 안 됐어. 반도 안 됐어. 지금까지 한 게. 뭐야?
Quiet, what was that?
추천합니다. 재미있어. 차라리 옛날 해리포터처럼 수업 듣고 별 모아서 방탈출하는 것만 있었어도 아, 그건 너무 루즈하지. 교수님이 과제, 잠깐만.
There's no turning back now.
용을 씨. 뭐라 쫑을거리는 거야?
Revelio.
앉아서 가. 이 과제를 줘서
Her domain, so make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the next.
Oh, she isn't making it easy. Revelio.
이 와중에도 상자는 파밍한다. 세발 쏘. 아, 그러니까 과제 듣는 조건이 솔직히 좀 귀찮긴 해. 그건 인정. 그러니까 뭐 엄청 또 쉬우면 모르겠는데 생각보다 귀찮은 것도 있어. 그러니까 어렵진 않은데 귀찮은 것도
It's a
있어.
little too warm if you ask me. I don't
뭐
suppose
하다
you listen to
보면
reason.
하다 보면 할만하던데.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
아, 쓰지마. 이발. 이발 뒤집어했네.
Get to that opening below him.
Revelio.
어떤데? 그런 거 없던데?
Revelio.
멘트 없던데? 그냥 좀 더 쉽게 애들이 잡을 수 있던데? 아, 씨발!
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
뭐야?
Why is every bridge so broken?
Reparo.
드래곤이 망가뜨렸겠지. 데센 대신 페널티가 있어야 하지 않나요? 원래, 그치, 원래 생각하는 건데. 이는 뭐 주인공 목표인가? 뭐 없던데?
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
약간 그런 거 있어. 스토리 그 루트가 바뀌는? 그 정도만 있는 것 같은데? 그거? 저주받은 마법을 썼어? 실망이야 막 이러면서 막 민심 잃고 막 이런 거 있잖아. 그 정도? 그 정도밖에 없는 것 같던데? 옛날에 테이블 3의 약한 행동을 많이 하면 씨 말을 입으로 얼굴이 점점 개불을 변하고 붉은 물씨 온몸에 생기고 그랬었네. 그런 건 딱히 없는 것 같아.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever?
볼드모트 되는
She
거임?
was perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
이렇게 볼드모트가
That's what
탄생하는
Gran
거지.
always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing
여기서는
this with me.
뭐
I
용서받지
wouldn't
못한
blame you
저주
one bit
마법
if you wanted to
쪽은
head back to the castle and never think
엄청나게
about dragons
막
again.
안 좋은 그런 건 없는 것 같은데 저주 마법이긴 한데 난 잘 모르겠어. 그래 가자 가자.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
Unless what?
they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see
그
it. We
정도까지는
need to
괜찮은 거
leave.
아니야?
I need
그자
to
그
send
정도의
them out.
디버프라고 해야 되나? 그 정도는 괜찮을 것 같은데? 그니까 아 INFP님이 그거
How could I
게임
be
개발하시면
so
되겠다.
blind?
딱인데? 약간 그거 나쁘지 않은 것 같아 진짜. 아 맞다. 여기 이제 레벨 3 열 수 있어. 아지졌다.
Revelio.
다 딴다 이제. 방금 내가 지금 뭘 본 거지? 낚시를 마법으로 하네?
Aloha Mora.
어? 화면 색이 좀 다르네? 여는 건 똑같네 근데? 뭐가 달라진 거지?
Revelio.
그거는 뭐 엠프핀이 근데 마법 한번 배워놓으면 요즘 가지 안 줘.
Revelio.
그냥 한번 참고 별 때까지만 해보세요. 그 뒤엔 과제 없음.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
아, 되겠냐고, 근데. 잠깐만. 이왕 하는 거, 밤에 할까? 알아? 데미가이즈가 있을지. 아니요,
Revelio.
그거 처음에 그거 했던 그거 있잖아요. 모자 결과로 그냥 간 건데, 저?
Alohomora.
여자, 이런 뱀 녀석. 레버 클로? 나랑 똑같은 거구나. 나 지금 헷갈렸다.
Revelio.
나도 레번 클로인데? 동지네, 동지. 순간, 다른 거랑 헷갈렸어. 뱀 이름이 뭐였지?
Alohomora.
그래? 엔티제인 사람이 기숙사 배정받았는데 슬리데인 나왔다.
Revelio.
아까 슬리데인, 뱀이 슬리데인이지. 내가 엠프젠가 그럴 텐데. 엠프제라고 엠프제.
Revelio.
Can you imagine working as a military?
내가 이제 끝인가?
Alohomora. Revelio.
이게 올라갈 수 있는데? 같은 데네, 이거? 특히 이 게임 가만 두면 게임적 허용이 너무 많이 넓은 것 같다고. 이게 마법이니까. 이게 마법이지.
Alohomora.
호그와트 참 300도 다 뜯어내죠. 네, 아이씨. 이게 스토리를 진행하고 싶어도 이래가지고 스토리 진행 못해.
Revelio.
나 해리포터 게임을 제대로 한 게 이게 처음이라서 잘 모르겠어. 그냥 난 괜찮다. 할만한. 내가 웬만하면은 게임 좀 하다가 이런 뭐야 스토리 게임은 좀 하다가 좀 대충 그냥 후딱 보고선 그냥 접는 편인데 이거는 지금 거의 그냥 모든 걸 최대한 즐기고선 그러고선 지금 접을 것 같거든. 포션 지금
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
똑같은데 보네. 아. 헬리콥터 3개를 탐험하는 걸 광고했으면서 미니맵이 있는 건 좋아? 미니맵 없으면 이거 어떻게 탐험해? 미니맵 없으면 게임 못해. 나 어딨냐? 뭐라? 이거 아니야? 바퀴야 이거? 처음에 켰을 때 조금 프레임드라 살짝 있고
Revelio.
좀 지나면은 막 그렇게까지 거슬릴 정도로는 없는 것 같아. 그냥 뭐 할만한데? 해적가 이 정도면 뭐 잘 됐다고 보는 거. 하나도 없었지.
Revelio.
하나도 안 보이네. 됐을까?
My father always told me to keep my wand at the ready.
됐을까? 어? 그럼
Revelio.
이거 너무 죽지 않았나? 축한 거였었는데 뭐였지? 다시 하나만 찾으면 되는데 하나가 안 보이네.
Revelio.
어? 방금 상자가 찍혔는데 사라졌어. 뭐지? 이거
Revelio.
맞다, 동료 좀 팔아야 돼.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
제품 뭐야? 엄청 하나도 생겼네? 좀 라인에 있을까? 어?
Revelio.
아, 어디 있지? 아, 이거 엄청 불편한데요? 그 위에 내가 뭘 본 거지? 그 위에 상자가 있었어, 방금. 지금 위에 상자가 있다.
Revelio.
이거는 컬렉션 엔잖아. 한고 있는 건 컬렉션이라고. 이게 은근히 터치가 은근히 터치가
Revelio. Revelio.
뭐 여기에 있는 것도 아니고. 안에 있나?
Revelio.
뭐? 오.
What's that?
벌써 아,
Confringo. Repulsor. And no one to share in my victory. Revelio. Accio.
어떻게 하는 거지?
Revelio.
또 뭐지?
Confringo.
아, 아니면은 어?
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
돌려주세요.
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo.
그런 게 아니구나. 아씨.
Revelio.
나가는 것까지 막. 나가는 것까지 막네. 그냥 나가는 건 보내주지. 그냥 여긴 템파밍이고. 하나는 어디 있는 거야?
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
Revelio.
또 컬렉션이지만 아! 이 정도면 한 바퀴 다 돌았는데.
Revelio.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal...
Revelio.
또 갑자기 월서버에 또 지우지 말라네?
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently.
방금 여기 떴었는데?
Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
Glad Clementine's finally lost her obsession with those infernal butterflies.
분명 떴었는데. 뭐였지?
Take up herbology if it didn't involve
Revelio.
실바이즈 하나랑 저거. 아, 하나씩이면 돼 저거. 와, 열받네 이거. 하나씩이면. 필드가이즈 페이지는 띠링 소리 나는데 띵 소리도 안 들려줘.
Revelio.
Why would anyone care enough to remove my demiguise?
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
내가 불렀잖아.
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Huh, hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
아씨, 그 산 어딘데? 아, 짜증나. 있어, 마지막 하나.
Revelio.
제가 키링 소리 났나? 아, 조용한 거야.
Revelio. Revelio. Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was an old schoolmate of yours, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
Yes, him. That's the one.
Oh, he could always take a joke, Piers. He's playing with me. Ha! Hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I wonder if he still has the flowing locks. Pigtails. Huh. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
있구나. 띵, 띵.
Revelio.
스캔.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
컬렉션 없었고. 낮에 하겠지. 그럴 줄 알았어.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
If your gran's all right and they didn't get the egg, then perhaps we're fine.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Off on another adventure, are we?
These rocks have seen better days. Revelio.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully by the time... I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio. Revelio. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Revelio! Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
돌리네.
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Well,
Revelio. We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
My brothers and I prefer
Not enough reflection on the past.
Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
처음부터 절로 가는 거지.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
아.
Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to... The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
되지 않고.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
발각되지 않을 수도 있지? 일로 가야 되는데요? 다른 길이 없는데? 뭔데?
Revelio.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hog's Head.
Totalis.
Think you could sneak away from under my own eyes? Reduction!
시간 사형 집행인이 번개밥을 준비할 때 부정하게 지키지? 아, 씨발.
better for this. Expulsion! Might well look up. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Now where did it go? Expelliarmus. Not that match for me. Barely felt anything. Made a great mistake.
아씨.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
발각되지 않고가 아닌데 이게? 발각된 거잖아.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Girls be nothing but trouble. About
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Hey.
Revelio.
Bombarda.
Confringo. Revelio.
we should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Expulsion! Expelliarmus, Confringo. Give it back! Defender, Bombarda.
I'm just warming up.
Interior.
I am at your call. Good job, thing, aren't you?
Expelliarmus. Well, you'll have to do expulsion. Defender, Bombarda.
Revelio. 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 He must be here somewhere. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon her.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Protego!
뭐야?
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well.
또
But be
탈출해보겠다.
careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Let's find
Rebellion.
Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
나왔다.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that...
Revelio.
From me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I hope they can tell we're sincere, but Poppy, Centaurs are just Centaurs. They can't read your mind any better than I could.
Perhaps you're right. It's just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly.
난 비밀 조작하는데?
We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. They had a portkey that led us to
비밀 다
the
말하네?
dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Figs asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the Centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Shit.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us find the snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
알았어, 개말아서 짜증났어.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name?
도란?
Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned.
뭐 나 혼자 가?
I'll let you know what I find.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. Revelio.
건데?
The absconderous, Sam.
Mr. Radley.
For you, always.
What do you have for sale?
Anything I can help you find? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
You're the one who took care. Poor Mary. A victim of her own greed. No matter what, she didn't deserve to be killed by her spiders. You think you know people.
Revelio.
여기라 있어. 책.
Pleased to see Aaron has his belongings back. Ranrock and his loyalists will think, see if there's something you need. That's been a pleasure.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Lumos.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Revelio. Lumos. That's that. Settled.
타케마치가 엄청 큰 오징어가 있어. 있어.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
또 멀리 있는 걸 가지고. 나비. 빨리 좀 가죠. 써볼까? 여기.
Revelio.
여기. 여기다. 맞다. 또 있네, 바로. 아, 또 이거야?
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Revelio.
이쪽에
Lumos.
있네.
Revelio.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a nogtail.
좀 공 굴리는 것도 있네.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
What in Merlin's name?
맞나?
Lumos.
기다려봐. 것 좀 하고.
Alohomora.
돈카프니? 아.
Revelio. Revelio. I know. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Repulsor. Revelio.
그러면은 하나 하면 요거 2개? 라인 좀 다시 차라리 이걸 하고 하나 이걸 하고 컬렉션 먹고 이렇게 하는 게
Thank you for your persistence. Cleverness. I confronted Piers about it and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let...
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
And don't forget...
Accio.
The next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
벌써 아 씨. 오케이. 오케이. 거치네. 맞아 이씨.
Revelio. Bombarda.
오, 멋있어. 하나만 하면 끝이다.
Revelio.
어디 있네? 어디 있네? 이게 표시되는 건가 여기가? 있는 것 같은데.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Bombarda. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
배터리 픽스. 배터리 픽스 토탈 리스로 저걸 못 지르니? 아 잠깐만. 해봐. 아닌데? 뭐지? 왜 픽스 토탈 리스? 잠깐만. 아니, 씨, 알았다. 이게 개도적인데. 네네? 몇시?
Revelio.
이거 어떻게 알아?
Reparo. Confringo. Revelio.
이거.
Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Bombarda. Accio. Confringo. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Shame I didn't have an audience for that one. Bombarda! Confringo! Depulso! Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
이게 또 공중부양 시킨 거 아니야? 윙가디움으로 옮겨야 돼? 설마? 어? 되는데? 아, 설마.
Accio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Arresto.
아, 좀.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Arresto momentum.
템이 안 됐어?
Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Depulso. Defender. Revelio. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun... Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here.
그러면 저거고 썼다고 하면 되고. 아. 이거 너무 커서.
Revelio. Revelio.
아, 이거 열었던 거죠.
Welcome, welcome. Now, how...
What do you have for sale?
Now, how can I help?
방해가 없지.
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
올라간. 왜 안 돼, 평균. 네?
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Aloha, Mora. Revelio.
If anyone ever knew how to keep muggles out,
Accio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient again for delivering those potions.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio. Aloha, Mora. Revelio. 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 Lumos.
됐네.
Revelio.
아, 저 나비 찾는 게 째잖아. 뭐야? 나비 하나 도망가는데? 그래서 도망가는 안 보이는데?
Revelio.
여기다. 너무 쉽다.
Lumos.
이거 따주면 안 돼.
Lumos. Merlin himself would be proud.
됐다. 말랭. 아! 화티비는 비밀이 진짜 어려워. 이건 그냥 보이기라도 하지. 저거는 좀 싫어도 보여주죠. 아, 뭐죠? 나도 하는 게 있어요. 괴물 있어. 와. 혼자 딴 데 있는. 론네임 얼마 하이. 들어가. 아, 호그와트라니야. 호그와트지. 발음 조심 좀. 풀뿌리라니. 에반크로라고. 이 뒤에 독수리 안 보여? 독수리? 어디 그런 이상 듣보 가문, 아니 듣보 클레드 지금 들막이야? 야, 후쿠야? 좀 비싸. 왜 이래? 걔네도 올지? 걔네 말고 그 두더지. 아, 이거 맞다. 안 먹어. 아이. 아이. 빨리 먹어. 밥 먹어 얘들아. 밥 먹어 털 줘. 다 왔으면 절로 가. 밥 먹어. 먹어라. 알아서 좀 먹어라. 아이씨. 아니. 먹어. 나가볼래? 나가볼래? 좀? 아. 밥 먹어. 밥 먹어, 빨리. 밥 좀 먹으라고. 밥 좀 먹을래? 맞아. 오, 꽤 좀하네. 얼굴은 좀 덜 귀여운데? 얘네 새끼, 영원히 새끼야? 진짜다. 아닌데. 뭐 아닌데? 이게 무슨 소리니? 먹었어. 밥 먹어. 자, 밥 없으면 가. 밥 먹어. 가. 가. 밥 먹어? 거기 저 시간에 또 밥 먹어. 밥 좀 먹어. 밥 좀 먹어. 아 맞다 유니콘 씨 맞아. 유니콘 한 마리 좀 찌워줘야 되죠. 안 먹어? 아이씨 먹지 마. 없어. 유니콘 한 마리만 잡으러 가야겠다. 근데 가까울까? 유니콘 한 마리만 딱 넣고 짝짓기 해주고 그럼 피닉스랑 그리폰 그래폰? 얘네들 높은 건 없는데 얘네들은 어떻게 키우라는데? 뭐 하나 더 줘야 되는데 너무 사실지.
Revelio.
있다.
Revelio.
내 다가가서 남자다. 딱이다. 도망가지 마세요. 우와, 쪼다발로 씨발. 도망가지 마. 다 너 살려주는 거야. 예.
Everything's all right now.
그 새끼도 이제 만들어줘야지. 아니 진짜. 밥 먹어. 배고프지? 밥 좀 먹어. 드디어 먹었네. 밥 먹어. 됐어. 됐어. 아니 흰색을 했는데 어쩌다가 얘가 나왔어? 이게 무슨 일이니? 이게 어떻게 된 일이니? 무슨 일이 있었던 거니 너희 둘이? 어떤 피가 섞인 겁니까 대체? 그래, 일이 보이니. 그랬다가 한 종 정도 더 넣을 수 있긴 하네. 한 종. 하고 저녁을 먹으러 가겠습니다.
What are you up to now?
내 크리스마스 분위기 나는 거 봐. 게임에서.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
그쵸? 문제네. 그거 하나도 안 해가지고 지금. 벡터 기술이야 뭐. 그만하겠지. 까지만 하고 일단 저녁 먹고 나서 슈퍼 프로로 돌아오겠습니다. 고생하셨고요. 일단 저녁 먹고 뵙겠습니다. 그럼 빠이. 한바.